After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to.
My two Satoshis. I'm your host, Chris. Welcome back to the show. What it looks like, Synergy of Serra has finally opened up the crates where you guys can go ahead and crack your crates open and find out what cards you have available. I'm running a little bit behind because I've been over the road as a truck driver, as many of you guys know. But I am here now and I'm getting a chance to go through and open up my crates. And I want to share with you guys what I'm seeing from a graphic standpoint and looking at some of the work that the team has put into this. So far, I've opened up one crate and I will say that I am very impressed with the amount of work that has went into this. Now, for those of you who do not know, this is a deck builder. This is a game where you, like a trading card, deck builder, similar to Splinterlands. Now, there are going to be some differences. I will definitely go into that more in detail, but I wanted to bring this to you guys so you can, for those who bought the crate some time ago and might have kind of falling out of the loop as far as what's going on because of the angst that was going on with the impatience of some investors. But I definitely understand it took some time. But as we've heard before, software building is hard, especially when it comes to something like this. I'm currently in the Discord right now, just taking a look at the announcements that started coming through on the 23rd this month. It says that they were halfway through with phase 2. Now, this was back then. The unlocking. That means over 52,000 crates have been unlocked and over 318,000 cards now exist that didn't exist 3 days ago. The first crate contained gold, 2 silvers, a bronze, and 6 mint number zeros. Now, I'm not going to go through and read all of this. If you're in the platform or if you're into the game, you already know some of this. But for those of you who don't, let's go ahead and get to what the crate opening actually looks like. And let's go ahead and get over there. Let's go ahead and bring this up. And let's get into it. As you can see, I got a couple of commons. Let's take a look at some of these. I do believe that these are just rare commons. I do have one rare from the first pack the first crate that I opened. But as you can see me going through it now, looks like I have this one is a quality bronze. This is from the Transcendent crates that you can open. Right now, these are the only ones that you can open. Common. Like I got a rare, got a floater. Now I will be getting more into detail about what you can do with these. I got 2 rare ones. Nice, nice, nice. Let's continue. I want you guys to see some of the artwork that they put into the crate opening. And looks like we got a rarity. I mean, a legendary. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. I'm impressed and pretty happy with my pull so far. Let's keep going. As I read through the article, it says, as you should know, 10 million Alpha Fame is distributed weekly among all participants. At the moment, this is simply divided between all the crates that are deposited to collect Alpha Fame. Interestingly, Alpha Fame is distributed live, and your total updates every 2 seconds. This means that every time a crate is withdrawn from the Alpha Fame contract, the crates that are left gain a little bit more Alpha Fame for their owners, almost to the second. Furthermore, transcended crates collect double the proportion of Alpha Fame as base sets. Therefore, if your focus is collecting Alpha Fame, opening your crates would not only stop you from maximizing your Alpha Fame, but it would also increase the Alpha Fame per crate that others collect. In the future, there will be a wide range of things that will be able to exchange any amount of Alpha Fame for. But the more Alpha Fame you have, the more options that will be available to you. Now, there are scarcity of crates, so there are some things to keep in mind when it comes to these crates. And as the article points out, there's a scarcity of card. When you mint now during the crate opening, you are able to get low mint numbers. Now, some people are very, very cognizant of the number of the card. Each particular card has its own number that's assigned to it, so that's something to keep in mind. Some things to keep in mind when it comes to when you're determining whether or not you want to open the crates or not. There are 12 artifacts in total and 400,000 transcended set crates to find one. However, as they say, we do not know precisely how many artifacts are lost in this transcended set. Each artifact will be unique in design and nature. Now, some have already been found. If you go into the Discord, you will see some of the artifacts that have already been found. So that's something to keep in mind. If you don't open your crates, you don't know whether or not you have one or not. Mint numbers are unique serial numbers often given to collectible items, physical or digital, when created or minted. All of our cards will have a mint number. Our mint numbers will ascend from 0 until all crates have been opened. Therefore, the earlier you are in the queue, the higher your chance of receiving low mint numbers. That's what I meant when I said, that's just something to keep in mind. You might not, do you go for the low mint numbers, or do you go ahead and leave it in there, leave them deposited, and go ahead and try to get Alpha Fame? So just a little bit of game theory. So have your own strategy, and that's something to keep in mind. Now, you see me opening mine. I have my own strategy, so keep that in mind and do what you will. Now, there are a scarcity of card. There are just 20 legendary for, let's say, for example, let's go through. It also says the fewer crates open, the fewer cards that will be in circulation. For example, if 10% of crates are open during the crate unlocking event, that will lead to around 10,000 epic cards, 2,000 legendary cards being released. As you guys can see, I have an epic, I have a couple of legends, I have several rare. So, looks like I'm doing pretty good as far as that's concerned. There will be some trading being able to be done once you've opened your crate. So, all of this is something to keep in mind. Now, as you guys can see over on OpenSea, currently right now, they are being traded. Of course, people are going to put some outrageous numbers on some of the cards. So keep that in mind. What you're looking at right now is from high to low. If you go from low to high, you see a totally different outlook, and you see some trading at, you see $1.90. Now, the thing to keep in mind is some of these might not be genuine cards. So you want to make sure that you're going to the Synergy of Serra actual page and buying from them, or making sure you're buying directly from the platform. Now, at this time, there are no more crates that can be bought. all that's done and said with. So if you did not were able to get in back in the day, about a year ago, when we were all buying these crates, then the only thing you can pretty much do now is buy on the second market. But you do want to definitely be careful. As you see me going through on the open sea, you can see a lot of them listed for very low prices, very, very low prices. I don't see any legendaries coming up for any of these low prices, but hey, that's neither here nor there. That's just something to keep in mind. I want to make sure I point that out to you guys and give you just a little bit more alpha when it comes to this particular game, some of the things that I'm seeing and some of the reasons where you might want to open the crates and you might not want to open the crates. But as you guys can see, this is my particular inventory right now. I got about 42. See, I got a couple of legendaries, some rares, and hey, just do what you do. And I hope to see you guys in a game. Maybe we can play and have a little fun. This has been my two Satoshis. I'm out.
Trapped inside this heart of mine. Oh, heart of mine. Oh, heart of mine.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember,